we get started on today's topic of COVID-19 behind bars and a few statistics from Florida and some correctional officer concerns, I would just like to say that we all need to pray for each other and we all need to work together more than ever right now. I know that you face everyday dangers that we've always had in corrections, and now we have to put the COVID-19 on top of what we already have to worry about. I know that you're worried about taking the virus home to your families, those of you employed in the prison system or the jails, and I know that that is a very sincere concern that we need to think about. So I pray for all of you that work behind the walls in our prisons and jails. I pray that the prison management and our government and our state governments and our county governments provide you with what you need to protect yourself. And I understand the concern from the inmates' family members of their loved ones who are incarcerated in prisons being in danger of COVID-19. We have to understand that it's times like this that we have to remember to help each other and not argue with each other and not call each other names and not let the tension make us turn on each other. We have to get through this as a team and get through this together. And we have to protect one another. Let's pray for our medical nurses. Let's pray for our correctional officers. And let's pray that we can just hurry up and get through this soon and get this under control. Because we have the hardest job that there is in corrections. Standing between the criminals and the citizens and all the dangers we face. I'm praying that in the future, our correctional officers get paid more money for the risks they take. And I am praying that in the future, if you contract a disease or sickness or illness while on the job or get injured on the job, that governments and state agencies, county agencies, and the federal agencies will provide you a lifetime of medical care. We need that to happen, and we need it to happen now. Thanks for listening to this, and now we're going to talk about what's happening with COVID-19, not only in the state of Florida, but the same for every state. Prayers, everyone. Thank you. As of Tuesday afternoon, here in Florida Department of Corrections, 35 inmates and 56 correctional employees are reported positive for COVID-19. Now, the question is, by many of the correctional staff here in Florida that I have spoken with, they are wondering how accurate these numbers are. They are also wondering if the real amount or the total actual amount is being reported correctly. And this is coming directly, folks, from correctional officers' concerns, prison employees' concerns, and family members of inmates. And you can't blame any of these folks for being concerned. Now, in all fairness to the agency, we know that if it's going to happen outside the prison walls, that eventually it's going to happen inside the prison walls. But we have to be honest about the numbers, and we have to work hard to control it. We have to protect everyone behind the walls. Now, our most hit prison is run by the GEO Group, a private prison. And the number of COVID-19 cases at Blackwater, a Northwest Florida prison operated by the GEO Group, is the highest number of cases in the state of Florida. Coincidence that it's a private prison with the highest number? I don't know. But they also are the only prison with inmate deaths related to COVID-19. A 69-year-old inmate has passed away from complications of COVID-19, and an 84-year-old inmate has passed away. Okay? 33 inmates at the prison tested positive so far at the prison. And out of all the prisons in Florida, there are 43 major prisons, and we're looking at 24 of those 48 prisons reporting positive cases of staff and inmates, or just one or the other, and 3 probation officers. The Florida Corrections Department employs approximately 23,000 people and has an estimated 94,000 inmates that they control. Now, we're not talking about a combination of offenders and inmates. These are inmates. And we have 33 work camps, 15 annexes, and 20 work release centers. So we're either the 4th largest or the 3rd largest in the United States as far as corrections goes. Now, every state is having the same battle. I'm just using Florida as an example. And there's been a lot of concern from officers and reports coming out in the media. And we know that the media will lots of times exaggerate things. But in this case, both sides, family members of inmates, correctional employees, and the media are concerned that Florida Department of Corrections and the governor of Florida are not releasing all the numbers and all the results that they have available. It is also alleged that this GEO group from Blackwater has been holding back information for a while. So what we are concerned about is our officers' safety. Our officers, our employees, and the inmates behind the walls need to know the truth about what's going on. And I'm just wondering, do any of the other states out there, officers, prison employees in other states, are you having the same concerns that all reports are not being updated or the proper information is not being given out? This is something that Florida has been watching very closely. This is a scary time, folks. It's a time that we face a huge danger from this virus, and we already face many obstacles within our job, and the folks behind the walls need to know what's going on.